At the American Stroke Association, helping save lives is what we do. Through the tireless efforts of volunteers and staff, almost 189,000 stroke patients' lives have been saved since 1998.
So Catherine and I grew up in the Deep South, and we met in college. We stand before our spouse-to-be and we give these promises to them that we really can never fully take the weight of until they're tested. Catherine woke up feeling funny one morning and couldn't put her finger on it, and she thought maybe she was even pregnant. I went to prepare a final exam presentation, and I heard her cry out from the other room. She all of a sudden was non-responsive and fell out on the floor. So I immediately called 911, and within a few minutes the paramedics were there.
You're the Cure advocates lobbied for access and affordability of effective stroke treatment and rehabilitation. These medically necessary services have saved lives. Since 2004, the American Stroke Association has partnered with the Ad Council to increase warning sign recognition and the urgent need to call 911.
My husband amazingly walked through the door and was able to call 911, and quickly the paramedics said they needed to get me to a hospital.
With the help of the American Stroke Association, 19 states have stroke systems of care that coordinate and track the actions of EMS, the hospital and local communities, to help patients get treated in the shortest amount of time. The American Stroke Association and the Joint Commission have certified hospitals as primary stroke centers and more comprehensive stroke centers.
I've been playing professional basketball for 12 years. It was the pinnacle of my career. Physically, I was the best ever. Little did I know that I was at risk of having a stroke. I woke up, went to go brush my teeth, and as I picked up my toothbrush, I realized I had a tingling feeling on my right fingertips. My right arm was all of a sudden numb, and I got a throbbing headache. I knew there was something wrong, but I wasn't for sure. I definitely didn't know that I was having a stroke. I didn't know how serious it was.
Furthering consumer awareness, the American Stroke Association launched the Power to End Stroke campaign. More than 36,000 ambassadors have helped African Americans who were most affected by stroke to reduce their risks. In 2012, to build national awareness that stroke is largely preventable, treatable, and beatable, the American Stroke Association launched Together to End Stroke. Through this initiative, people are learning how to recognize a stroke using the acronym FAST.
If you are to pull back the curtain on the last 5.5 years, there would literally be thousands of people that have all been involved in the process of initially keeping me alive, healing me, rehabbing me, bringing me home, helping me maintain and go on with life, and subsequently 11 surgeries later, I'm doing great. So the aggregate of all of these people would literally be in the thousands. Now, what is powerful to consider is the number of these people who are in some way connected to the American Stroke Association. It is uncanny how many volunteers give of themselves because they recognize the deep need to come alongside people in their very darkest hour and help them to go on with life, to in fact continue even after true hardship and tragedy through something like a stroke.
By me educating and encouraging others to know more about stroke, it feels more like that's my purpose while I'm still here.
At its core, the American Stroke Association funds research and helps translate discoveries into everyday use to save lives and reduce disability. We spend more money than any other organization, except for the federal government, on stroke research and programs. We've also lobbied Congress to double research spending from $13.6 billion to $27 billion. With significant advances in technologies, such as telestroke and clot retrieval devices, patients are being treated in rural communities by well-trained neurologists and receiving life-saving therapies that were once unheard of. While these are significant accomplishments, we remain committed to improving the health of all Americans and reducing death and disability from stroke. The American Stroke Association's goal is to improve the cardiovascular health of all Americans by 20% by 2020.
I would like to thank the American Stroke Association for their continual efforts in the improving of lives of others that's been impacted by stroke.
Thank you, American Stroke Association, for all you've done to aid in my recovery. Actually, thank you also for helping fund the invaluable research that helped to save my life.